are back again. Final Fantasy. So just a quick recap. Maybe you'll look first, actually. So just a quick recap. Basically, what has happened is we climbed up the Snowy Mountain. Cloud ended up being a clone, according to Sephiroth, but Tifa was trying to convince him that he's not. Weapon got all angry that Sephiroth was awakening and that the planet seems to have been dying and stuff, so they woke up and started causing destruction all over the world, and now Shinra was about to execute Tifa and Barret. They got away thanks to Kate Sith and Sid and Yuffie. We found Cloud being super poisoned on a wheelchair and stuff in some random city, or village rather. And now we're kind of here basically. So Tifa decided to stay with Cloud, and everyone decided Sid should be the leader because he's the one controlling the ship. So for now, we're just gonna try and see what we can do. And that's kind of where the story is. So let's see what we can do. So we gotta go to Corel Fort Condor, and the third place, which we're not sure where it is, which should be in the water. Yo, leader, man, get your pilot ass up here. Now we talk to the actual pilot. He's now level 6. Would you look at that? He's actually leveling up. So that's kind of a funny detail that he's actually leveling up. So if you remember correctly, this is actually Fort Condor, the place that we were struggling with earlier. So this place actually now serves a purpose, but we're gonna go to Corel first because that's how we can unlock Barret's final limit rate. Not that we're really gonna be using it anytime soon, but I want to unlock it just for the sake of unlocking it. So we're gonna land here and head on in. Yeah, from the reactor. So the reactor isn't that far from here. Just have to go this way. Across this really long bridge. Sid has one of the funniest running animations. I actually like it a lot. So the enemies here are gonna be really weak because these enemies are from such a long time ago. So we should be one-shotting basically everything. There might not be a point in really fighting everything because they're like I said, they're really low level, so they're not really worth killing. But since they're pretty fast fights, we might as well just get the kills anyway. Might be a little bit faster than just wow. Now is Sid gonna be my critter now? Because we had Cloud critting all the time, and now it seems like Sid's gonna be critting. Then again, that was only oh look, Barrier actually leveled up. So Barrier should have something new now. That's not who I wanted, but okay. Barrier. No, we still have Reflect only, so we gotta wait for the next one. No, wait, we should already had Reflect. Did I never have Reflect? Oh, no, that's right. I just got Reflect because I'm thinking of the Reflect ring that I picked up from one of the bosses, I believe, that dropped it for us. But yeah, Kate Sith now officially knows Reflect, which, as I've said, is kind of useless sometimes because if he tried to heal that person... Huh. Yuffie does seem to have a slightly faster charge rate, it seems. Does everyone charge at different rates? I'm actually kind of curious about that. Because like more towards the end, you can kind of see that Sid even outsped a little bit of Kate Sith, so I'm actually curious but you can actually see Yuffie outspeeds everyone pretty fast. Oh wow, that's a lot of enemies. Well, like I said, these guys are pretty low level, and I'm not gonna care about most of them. So Sid, well, even though Kate Sith is actually our newest, tankiest member. Oh look, we got Yuffie's limit break, but I want to try and save that because like these are weak enemies, so I want to try and use it when we actually face like tougher enemies or like actual enemies. And it's funny how like basically everyone has the same jumping animation. Alright, so right after this roller coaster we should be at the reactor. Let me just save here and go on through. Yeah, so we're getting real close to the reactor. Actually, is it through here? Yeah. Oh yeah, you can already see the Shinra guards hanging out at the front. Still some weak enemies. We're just gonna kill them off real quick. Like I said, I don't want to be using Yuffie's limit break yet, because that's gonna be a big waste. Oh, that enemy's immune to fire. Did not expect that. But that's fine. Kate Sith and Sid will just one-shot these guys. Free high potion, I guess. Not that really matters. High potion's pretty weak for us now. You guys are. Oh, do we even have a team name at this point? I mean, I know we're supposed to be technically Avalanche, but I'm pretty sure Avalanche kind of fell apart already in a way. I still don't want to use it on these guys. I'd rather wait until we get inside. Even though I don't think we're going to be fighting any bosses. Yeah, these guys are still kind of... Oh, how many turns are these guys getting? Oh, cool. Kate Sith fell asleep. That's just great. Oh, that's right. These are the guys that put everyone to sleep. How annoying. Yeah, they inflict like darkness and sleep at the same time. Okay, that was easy to deal with. That's mine. Oh, guess we're safe now, for now. Oh, that's right, there's a train exiting and we gotta basically chase the train or something. So that's actually not a roller coaster, as I always thought for some reason. It's actually a railroad. I'm Sid, that's who the hell I am. Oh, alright. I thought we were just gonna go after it. But no, seems like Sid has... We're taking our own train to go after that train. Pretty crazy, huh? So, now we're getting to like, towards, wow. Excuse me. So we're getting like a little bit into the later game now. Sick. The animations here. Thomas speaking through, since we're getting into the later game, so now we're at this part where we need to get the huge materia. Look. And there's 3 huge materias in the game. You need to, there's 3. And you need to successfully get all of them in order to unlock something towards the end. I just don't quite remember. Wait! I could have sworn... Wait, did I mess up somewhere? Didn't Yuffie learn the last limit break already? Oh no, I thought Yuffie had learned the last limit break. That's why I went to go get all creation. And now I see it's gone. Did I mess up somewhere? I need to see if I even have the item still on me. I could have sworn I had all creation on me somewhere. Oh, we get to see Sid's first limit break with his boost jump. Nothing impressive, he just jumps really high and does damage, that's it. Eh, good enough damage for me. I'll have to check after this because we're timed and I just want to get through this as fast as possible. Ooh, one of these guys. These guys are really annoying in Final Fantasy 15. They are called Iron Giants, if I'm not mistaken. Ouch, that actually hurt quite a bit. Oh, we got Kate Sid's limit break. I think this is gonna be our first time seeing slots. Wait. Wait. You gotta summon out of your limit break? What? I didn't think a summon was possible. A summon is technically bad because of the long animation and it still counts down the timer. Can I move, please? What is this thing? Wow, 5,600. That's a lot of damage for that thing. Oh, you actually missed. Oh, not enough damage. I'm assuming this thing should almost be dead. We just hit it for 5,000. This thing is still alive. There we go. And we have Sid's limit break just in case of the next fight. So if you happen to fail to get any of these huge materials, you then have to do like extra stuff to regain them so you can access later things. A lone soldier. But no point in using, what's it called? No point in using our limit break for this one guy. Oh look, we didn't even need to cast a spell. Kate said that Yuffie did enough damage on their own. Yeah, some guts. I'll never forget you. We're the ones in deep trouble. We killed the engineer. Just shut up and sit tight. Oh, I'm actually accelerating? Oh, whoops. TikTok. There we go, we actually did it. Now, I don't know if I was doing that correctly or if I was doing that all wrong. Received key item, huge materia. Oh yeah, so all the characters do look at you at the... So the characters will actually look at you, which is pretty funny. Now, I'm sure if you bring Barrett here, there'll be like some extra lines, but I never brought Barrett. Which actually kind of sucks. Maybe I should bring Barrett here. Received Ultima Materia. Okay. I need to look up how to get Barrett's final limit break again. Because it was saying something like you get it after the Corel huge materia. Save it, and then a lady in the hut will give it to you. Okay. So I gotta talk with one of the ladies here then. So I don't quite remember what Ultima does. I just know it's basically one of the strongest spells in the game. But you don't automatically learn it. As you can see here real quick. On the bottom left is where it says ability list. It's grayed out. That means we don't know how to cast a spell yet until we've gained some of those stars that's in the middle. So we technically have a useless item at the moment. Or materia, rather. Hey, what's a meteor? There we go, Katash, whatever it's called, how you pronounce it. So that's Barrett's final limit break, which is funny because I believe that's his second limit break in the remake, so it's like, okay, you already gave him his ultimate limit break then. Which reminds me, I should have... Okay, I still have Cosmo Memory, but I can't do anything with it because I'm not using, I'm not using... I can't remember his name, Nanaki, so it's kind of useless. Okay, so we do still have all creation, but I could have sworn I got Yuffie's second level 3 already. Did I not? I guess I mustn't. I never got it for some reason. I really thought I had it. So we're gonna make another separate save file because I want to try bringing Barrett along at one point to see what would happen. So now the next one is at Mount Condor. So luckily we have some money, so we can spend pretty well here. The only issue is like this thing is just really annoying in my opinion. So yeah, unfortunately this is a part of the main storyline, so I keep forgetting that this actually serves a purpose. It's not just a, oh yeah, this is something you could do on the side. No, you actually have to come here and help these people, which is kind of annoying in my opinion. I forgot if this takes you anywhere. Alright, well it should, oh no, that's right, the people on the right, they do something else, so this is the one we want to take. So we can only summon units up to a certain point, which will be around here, basically. So I gotta scout out, see what type of enemies they're going. Oh, yeah, start the combat already, because I can summon in between. You're sending whatever bug thing that is. Oh, I have to summon them here. Never mind. I think I summoned the wrong dude. Yes, I did. Wait, I can increase the speed with this. Okay, so there's a dude there. I want to summon this guy to encounter him. I can't even tell how much gold I'm supposed to have. Oh, whoops. Keep clicking the wrong buttons. There's a bird-looking thing. Oh, these guys are going completely wrong way, huh? The wyvern. Take the wyvern, please. Nice. I'll fight the next one. You just wait there. Okay, nice. Okay, fight the next one. Alright, that's good enough. Let's summon another shooter. Oh, there's a commander here? Oh my god, there's... Why are there people coming this way too? Am I hitting my own guys? I hope not. No, I'm not, because this guy would have been dead a long time ago if that was the case. That's not cool. Wow, there's a lot of enemies over on this side. Fortunately, this actually does use my gil, which kind of sucks. But luckily, I mean, at this point, gil doesn't matter too much because we gain gil pretty easily. Wow, that fire explosive looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Set those up just in case they do get through. Oh, I'm trying to control this guy to attack this dude. That's not what I meant, but okay. So that dude's dead. Fighter, go help these guys over here. And then, oh, shooter, you're already walking over, it seems. Yeah, that's cool. Wow. Took a pretty big L there. Beast. You do that of a beast. And then you fight that barbarian guy. Okay, it looks like it should be these last 4. Oh, I can speed this up even more with this. Oh, thank God. I think I'd much rather do this than if that's the case. Oh my God, what a godsend that you can actually stack these things with each other. It just gets a little speedy and a little out of control. Oh Lord. This is high quality gameplay right here. Super high quality. More enemies over here. Don't you guys get tired of sending more people over and over again? I can't click on anyone. Oh, that's a shooter. I did not mean to make one. Whatever. You can be our backup just in case. Whatever. Let's go over there, I guess, for now. Yay, we did it. Wow, that was like 5 minutes. Look. Now, I don't know how many times you're supposed to defend this because it's super convenient that you just have to go once and this happens. So I think once you get to this part, it's whatever you just need to do. Oh, and that's right, I think we unlock Phoenix also. So unfortunately the mom dies, but the egg hatches, and that's where the huge materia comes from, and I believe we get the summon called Phoenix. Oh, I have speed up still. Can you go outside and check it out? Like, there's the Phoenix materia. So the nice thing about the Phoenix Materia, not only does it do damage, but if you have any dead teammates, it revives them also. So it's a huge help if you happen to be in a real pickle like that. Is there anything I can get rid of for Phoenix? I can get rid of Morph. There we go, Phoenix. So Phoenix is is probably like one of the better summons depending on your preference. But it's a great supportive one for sure, because like I said, if you have any dead teammates, it's a free revive basically. Unless you count the mana being a cost, of course. huge materia. Well, now we have 2 of the 3 huge materias. I think there's a 4th one, if I'm not mistaken. But let's see. I know gotta have that materia. I'm worried about Tifa. So, I'm not sure if it's even possible to get the huge materia from these people beforehand. I mean, they kind of make it sound like you could get it beforehand, but I'm not 100% sure. I almost never bother with this place until it's story required, so it's really weird in my opinion. Nope, we're not outside yet. I thought we were already outside. So now we're approaching the underwater part of the game. Oops, it's that way. Where we're gonna get a submarine. But first we're gonna go visit Tifa and Cloud again, where Cloud is being a vegetable. And right here. And then soon I gotta start looking up the guide for the chocobos to see how we can start going about that. We'll use Phoenix just so you guys can see what it looks like. Phoenix Flame. And it's 1 above Neo Bahamut, so it kind of shows you how strong it's supposed to be. It's actually a very pretty animation. And it does pretty good damage. 2400 on average, I would say it did there. But like most summons, it takes a whole lot of mana. Well, let's see how the kids are doing. Tifa, Cloud. Oh, I never got to explore this house. Receive the elixir. Hey. What an oddball. We'll let him use it. One of the few times that an NPC actually reacts to you just taking stuff. Oh, look at Cloud. He's even worse now, it looks. Oh, alright. A free rest. Thank you. Cloud's creaking in the background was a little annoying. Oh, I'm inside of Tifa. Oh. What's going on here? Oh, Cloud's actually talking? Oh no, it's... I hear the earthquakes. It's funny because Sid is kind of using the pose he used for when he's about to fight, or when he's in a fight. Cloud, get inside. Cloud laughs. Sid laughs it off. Don't worry about a thing. I ain't about to die that easy. There we go. Watch this. There's ultimate weapon flying above. What a weird way to show up like that. Oh, I'm kind of glad I saved my limit break. That was a lot of damage. Oh, crap. Ultimate beam. Dude, really? Let's see what this one does. Just to be honest, I don't know what any of these slots. Toy Soldier. What is that? That's actually not bad damage, except... is he leaving? Okay, he's leaving. Alright, good. Unfortunately, Sid doesn't get any benefits from that, but that's fine. Oh, well, doesn't matter because we technically didn't defeat him, he just flies off. And now I think this is the moment we've all been waiting for Cloud in his wheelchair. Yuffie's face looks kind of weird there, unless that's just my imagination. God damn it. We're just running around in circles. I love how the wheel is spinning on Cloud's wheelchair, but he's not even moving. The wheel's just spinning in place somehow. We're leaving now. And here comes the best moment ever. Tifa carrying Cloud on the wheelchair. Look at Tifa's face. Oh my god, I cannot wait to see this in the remake. This part is so bad, like I have to wonder how this is gonna look in the remake. Best CG animation ever. And now Tifa's gonna get Mako poisoning just like Cloud did. And who knows, Cloud's poisoning is probably gonna get even worse now. And I hope we didn't miss anything else in this town because I'm pretty sure this is the last time you visit the town basically. And now sounds like there's a radio. Oh, that was the screen. Oh, someone's trying to talk to Tifa. But we can't understand a single thing. And now there's a train. Electricity. Now Tifa's going crazy. I completely forgot this was a thing. We're like in Cloud's subconsciousness or something. Oh, I actually said subconsciousness, and I was not expecting Tifa to actually say that. Well, there's the... Can't open my menu here. Can't talk to that giant one. Well, if anything, it's most obvious with Nibelheim. Oh, look at this CG. The only truck in town. Oh, look at Shadow Cloud. Oh, and now he has color. And a young and vibrant soldier. Okay, there's Sephiroth, the way everyone remembers. So this is the great Sephiroth. My mother is Genova. She died right after she gave birth to me. My father starts laughing because he basically doesn't have a father. There's Cloud. Except he was really one of the two soldiers there, one of the two henchmen looking guys. No, Cloud. Something terrible might happen. I'm not going to hide anything anymore. You weren't here. Cloud did not come to Nibelheim 5 years ago. Cloud really was there, but the thing is, he was just too embarrassed to actually show himself. He was one of the two guards. It was Zack. Zack was the real soldier. Slowly, little by little. I wonder what they're going to do with this in the remake. Are they going to keep this scene? Okay, the next part would be the well. The well would make the most sense after Nibelheim, because it's still in Nibelheim. heavens were filled with stars. Oh, look at this CG. This one's kind of nice. Because you actually do get to see the stars. From the beginning. Okay. Try and remember, Cloud. There's baby Cloud and baby Tifa. You were so small. You were small too, Tifa. And cute. Wow. That's kind of weird when both the real Tifa and the memory Tifa turn at the same time. It was just Cloud and I. We talked at the well. The real Cloud. He's the only Cloud. Oh. So weird how some of their animations are spot on exactly the same for some reason. Some important memory to you. I was devastated. I wanted to be noticed. Thought if I got stronger, someone would notice. You know who? You. That's who. Me? Did you forget about those days? Look, There's the baby Cloud. It's only natural you don't remember me. Oh no. Tender memories no one can ever know. And I'm assuming we should be getting one more CG here. He just fell into place. That was kind of weird. Oh, I can't really walk around like, can I? Nope, guess not. And we're off into the CG world. Whoosh. What's in here? What's this? It's a room. It's Tifa's room, because look, you can see her piano. My room. That was my first time there. Was it? Oh. Hey, look. Cloud's coming. We live next to each other. I didn't really know you that well. Now that you mention it, I don't recall you ever being in my room. Tifa always used to have her own group. That's right. I thought they were all stupid. Stupid. Thanks, Abby. What? We're all childish, laughing at every little stupid thing. But we were children. Of course we gotta do that. I know. I was the stupid one. But you never let me in the group. Then later, I started thinking I was different. That I was different from those immature kids. Then maybe. Oh, Cloud's freaking out. Just maybe they would invite me in. Excuse me. Thought that might happen, so I hung around. I was so prejudiced and weak. That night I asked Tifa to come out to the well. Thought to myself, Tifa would never come, that she hated me. It was so sudden, I was a bit surprised. I don't know. But it's true, we weren't that close, but after you left town, I really thought about you a lot. Started reading the newspaper thinking I might see an article about you. Thanks, Tifa. Tell him what you told me later. He'll probably be so happy. Okay. Huh? What happened on this day? Was that a special day? This was the day. The day. Tifa's mother. The day Mom died. I want to see Mom. Oh, there's a chest up there. Many people have died there, so don't go there. No one crosses that mountain alive. How about those that died? Did Mama pass through the mountains? I'm going. You better be careful, young Tifa. You don't know what kind of trouble you can get into. The one kid backs out, the only smart one of the group. While Tifa and the other two go on and pretty much die. And look, there's Cloud. He's here to save the day, maybe. Go, Cloud, run. Save your future girlfriend. The two boys really caught up quick to Tifa. And then they gave up on Tifa, but not Cloud. Cloud stayed and kept following her. What's going on now? I don't remember the path I walked. Tifa missed her step. I ran to her, but didn't make it in time. We both fell off the cliff, but back then, I only scarred my knees. What the hell's the matter with you? And they only cared about Tifa. They didn't care about Cloud. Tifa was in a coma for 7 days. We all thought she wouldn't make it. If only I could have saved her. I was so angry at myself for my weakness. I felt Tifa blamed me. I went out of control. I get into fights with anyone. So Cloud ended up being a bad boy. So that was it. Sorry, Cloud. It's not your fault, Tifa. Now I know. You weren't created 5 years ago. Hang in the Cloud just a little longer. You've almost found the real you. let's go back to Nibelheim again. Why did it make that noise? Why did it make a computer sound? Yeah, why did it make a computer / elevator sound? I don't understand. Look how happy Tifa is, helping Cloud out. Cloud, wait. Where are you going? The reactor? Boosh. Boosh. There's Zack. Zack, you remembered. You didn't help Tifa get up. Zack just literally walked past Tifa. Then, where were you, Cloud? Cloud, did you see it all? I saw everything. Who are you? Mom, Tifa, my town. Give it back. Yeah, so Cloud actually kinda ended up saving the day a bit. That's what happened. See? Cloud was one of those grunts the whole time. You were there. You were watching me. I just noticed there was a red line out there. Yeah, I remember. So it was you. Hey Cloud, if you're feeling sick, why don't you take that mask off? Yeah. Yeah, this is me. Record scratch. You're probably wondering how I ended up here. Never made it as a member or soldier. I even left my hometown telling everyone I was going to join, but I was so embarrassed. I didn't want to see anybody. Damn squats. Yeah, Zack loved doing squats. How does it feel? Yep, so Sephiroth was actually talking to one of the grunts this whole time. He wasn't really talking to Zack, because Zack is from that other town where we got Titan from a long time ago. You came. You kept your promise. Yeah, except, you know, so you really did come when I was in trouble. There's Sephiroth trying to get away. Just like you. Look at that aggressive stomping. And there's Shinova's head, his mother's head, the alien's head. Surprisingly, they were able to kind of animate a squat, not a squat, a limp in a way. Sephiroth! Who is this? That way he just kind of turns around. Oh. Don't push it. The iconic scene where Mario almost dies. And Sephiroth, for some reason, has to do like that sword stab several times to other people. And he's done it to Cloud like 3 times. It can't be. What glorious animation. That was really bad looking. I hope the remake fixes that. Please remake fix that part because god, that looked really bad. He just falls into that vat of like Mako and just disappears or disintegrates. Cloud. Then this is goodbye, Tifa. Until we meet again. So I wonder how they're gonna explain this because like it's just so weird here. It's like both Cloud and Tifa fall into the Mako or the live stream that Ultimate Weapon created, and then it's like somehow Tifa lands inside of Cloud's subconsciousness. Why does it keep making a computer sound? I don't understand, like, or the elevator sound. I don't think that's the proper sound effect. Yeah. And now Cloud's body, or memories, can now be put to rest a bit. But he still doesn't 100%. Well, now he realizes, sort of, that he was using Zack's memories a bit. But I don't think he actually admits that he has Zack's memories. Cloud. So I hope in the remake they justify this scene, because I completely forgot this existed in the first place. Now, replaying it, obviously I remember this. I'm like, oh yeah, this actually does happen. Cloud does come to terms with this, but I'm wondering how they're going to do this properly for the remake. Because it doesn't make sense that you guys fall into like a vat of poisoning and, oh yeah, I can now join this other person's subconsciousness. At least to me that doesn't make sense. I don't know if that's a real thing or not, but that just seems a little far-fetched to me, like the Pokemon. But now we have Surfetch. Oh, Cloud, it's really you, isn't it? Yeah, Tifa, we finally meet again. You stupid jerk. You had us all worried sick. Gah. Cloud, are you alright? Voice there. Oh. We're in the live stream, aren't we? Everyone's waiting. Let's go back, Cloud. Back to everyone. Come on, Tifa. Let's go home. Oh, they're holding hands. Okay, cute. Alright, and now we should have total control of Cloud once again. Yo, you alright, Tifa? Yeah. Hey, Cloud, since we're all alone here, where no one can watch us. Oh no. Barrett, you came back. Cloud, where is he? Just turn around. He's a tough one. When I was in the live stream, I saw the real Cloud. The real Cloud? I mean, I didn't really find him. He found himself. Whoa, that's deep. I should have doubted. I can't win against you. You're some kind of lady. She definitely is some kind of lady. But she's happy, at least. So many things they can never forget. Strange, isn't it? Yo, Tifa, snap out of it. Tifa? And that's the story, Cloud. Everyone, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. All you've been doing is apologizing. I was never in Soldier. I made up the story about what happened 5 years ago on my being in Soldier. I left my village looking for glory, but never made it. I was so ashamed of being so weak. Then I heard, okay, so he now, so now he fully realizes that he was using the story from Zack. So, okay, so the game does clarify it. I guess either I don't remember too well, or a lot of people just don't seem to remember these scenes too well or something, but because I know they made like Crisis Core, and Crisis Core is like what kind of explains the story a little bit better, but here you can see clearly Cloud is admitting that he was using Zack's memories, it seems. Pretty damn strong for an illusion. It's just like that one episode of Teen Titans where Robin made up illusions and kept beating himself up even though it was an illusion somehow. Physically, I'm built like someone in Soldier. Hojo's plan was to clone Sephiroth wasn't that difficult. It was just the same procedure they used when creating members of Soldier. You see, we don't simply expose someone to Mako energy. Their bodies are actually injected with Genova cells. Only the strong can enter Soldier. That's nothing to do with the Genova reunion. Level 3 Chaos Knight ult with Scotty and Heart. That's a strong illusion. Oh god. I don't want to imagine that. Well, Heart's kind of nerfed though, right? Well, I guess Heart is still technically strong on Chaos Knight because Strength Hero and whatnot. The combination of Genova cells, Sephiroth's strong will, and my own weaknesses are what created me. Everyone knew that. I'm Cloud. Cloud Strife. Hey, that's actually a badass name, Cloud. You really think so, Barrett? Yeah. The master of my own illusionary world. But I can't remain trapped in an illusion anymore. I'm going to live my life without pretending. You sure are messed up, Cloud. That means he ain't no different from before. By the way, Cloud, what are you going to do now? Don't tell me you're going to leave the ship. I mean, I'm the reason why Meteor is falling towards us. I gotta stop Meteor. That's why I have to do everything in my power to fight this thing. Good, then you're going to keep fighting to save the planet? It's like you always told me, Barrett. Don't F up. Oh, no, wait. Oh, you mean that? What? I don't understand. There ain't no getting off of this train. All you had to do was follow the damn train, Cloud. Darn, I should have bought that sword now that I think about it. Whoops. Oh, Cloud. I was deeply moved by your story. I'm a really weak person, so I couldn't really understand how you feel, Cloud. Big triumphant friend moment. Pretty much. No one knows when fighting will begin, but let's get ready. Alright, so I'm gonna put Cloud, not Cloud, I'm gonna put Sid is still dead. Wait, no! Listen, Cloud, we're right in the middle of the mission for the huge Materia, right? I know this kinda out of the blue, but Juno has an underwater reactor. As far as I can see, that's the only one left. Let's go. Alright, but we can't do that yet. I need to reform my team properly. Oh, if he's still throwing up? How would you even know? You don't know how tough it is getting sick on bolts and lights, so please, just leave me alone. I really do understand, Yuffie. When I get sick on a flight, it's a real killer. When I was in Soldier, Cloud, you just admitted you weren't in Soldier. Oh. Isn't there any way to prevent this? Well, according to my research, first off, if you're nervous a lot, you won't get sick. But you can't always be nervous. This much space, your best bet is to move around while you're writing. Might also be a good idea to stretch sometimes too. But in Soldier, we spend a lot of time in trucks. Oh no, Dorothy Ann? I don't think I understand that very well. That sucked. And there's one thing you mustn't do when writing, and that is read. Oh yeah, I hate reading when in the car or something. I get real sick. Once you get sick, there's nothing anyone can do. I know it's tough. So you're a little bit off than me. I don't feel well. Alright, first I'm gonna get... I just school bus haircut. Oh! I see. Wait, that's her name? I thought she had a different name for some reason. Oops. Thank you for a job well done. Okay, get HP and MP restored. PSH. Save with Kate Sith. And now we save. And now we got re-equipped Cloud with everything. Okay, so first I need to get a real Bahamut, and Phoenix. We're going to give you cover and counter attack and long range. Next we give you Destruct, because Destruct helps us quite a bit. What am I writing right now? Oh. Wait! Oh my god. Sid still has my ribbon. I hit save by accident. Yuffie still has a ribbon, right? Yeah, she does. Okay, good. So, because of that, we can do... We'll do look plus here. Elemental, and then I'm going to equip fire. And then I can... Oh, do I have another elemental? Yes, I do. I have ice or something? Yes, I do. Alright, so when you do an elemental paired with a spell, or an elemental spell rather, it gives you, like either resistance or like immunity to that basically. So I think right now we only have resistance, then it becomes nullified, then it becomes absorbed. So because of this, Cloud now has reduced damage on both fire and ice thanks to this one. So once these stars go up higher, it'll be nullified and then absorbed. So it's a pretty nice thing you could do in case you either run out of materials that you want to equip to your characters, or if you just, you know, want to have them to be protected by something. You can always add them to your weapons, but then here's the thing, when you add them to your weapon and you attack an enemy that happens to be immune to that element, all your attacks are doing that damage, so it's kind of pointless. So it's not a good idea to equip it to your weapon, because then your weapon will just be healing. Come on, Cloud, don't something around. We're going to Juno. Let's do our best, Cloud. Oh, it's tough being Aaliyah, because I've been one. I always forgot who has what materia. Oh god. I'm glad you're back with us. Thanks to Naki. Escape from the world of illusions. I wonder which is better. Okay. Now he's level 8. This guy is really leveling up fast, huh? So now, well, let me see. Because there's, I don't think we can. Yeah, we can kind of return here. Sad dog. Don't go do it. No. What the hell? Oh yeah. A live stream. We accept cash. No. Darn. Did I mess out on that sword? Oh wait. What did you say? Sorry, our stocks isn't so great now, but that's just the way it is. If you're looking for other items, why don't you check out the other stores? What other stores? I don't think there's any other stores here. Oh. Wait, you're our store. No, but you have, like, the normal stuff. Darn, did the weapons shop go away? Because there was actually a weapon there for Cloud. I think I missed out on that sword for Cloud. Well, that really sucks. Sure about that sword ahead of time. I didn't remember when we were getting Cloud back. Oh, no, this lady is not gonna sell anything. Oh. Show me your weapons. Do you have the sword? Yes, you do. Okay, I'll take that sword then. Let me out of here. Thank you, come again. Alright, so we have a new sword for Cloud then. Be good to her. If you don't, you'll be sorry. Believe me. Why don't you rest up a bit? Alright, at least she still gives us a free rest, which is great. What about you, Doctor? How did you get over your makeup poisoning? It's absolutely amazing. I'm so glad for you. Looks like your friend's wishes came true. See for yourself what things are like, but at least no one was seriously hurt. We're just very unhappy now. Let me see what materials you have. I don't think you have anything. Oh yeah, that's right, you have your HP plus and MP plus. Which, HP, these are pretty nice, but I don't really need them. What the hell? So at least the weapon shop still existed. I was like, darn, I missed out on that weapon for Cloud. Alright, so now if I'm not mistaken, we should be able to start fighting Ultimate Weapon and Diamond Weapon soon. No, we have to go to Junon first. Is there no enemies here? Ultimate Weapon is somewhere over here, I think. If I'm not... Well, you fight him somewhere around here. Because at some point, I think you have to start chasing Ultimate Weapon around the map. Like, you see him flying somewhere, and then you just start kind of chasing him around. And then he leads you to, like, this one area Ah, I think this is it actually. I think that's the area. When you fight him, he breaks like a piece of this mountain or something, so you can actually climb up it. Because right now we can't land in it. You can only land on solid green. You can't land anywhere else with the airship, which kind of sucks. Like you see, you can land right here, but you can't land anywhere else. Like, see, no matter how close I am, I can't land. You can only land on green, which really sucks. So, it's very, very weird. So, until we... Oh, I think we have to come here for Vincent's ultimate weapon and limit break, if I'm not mistaken. So, even though you have this flying machine, there's still a lot of things you can't really explore, which kind of sucks. Like, I can't land here either, even though I discovered this. I forgot what this is. You would have to come here with the sub, probably. Alright, so let's just go to Junon, which is just across from here. Okay, so we're gonna save again, just to be on the safe side. So in the underwater reactor, we will be getting Yuffie's ultimate weapon and Sid's final limit break, if I'm not mistaken. So, alright, I think this is the first time we can actually enter in here. If you remember this girl, she's the one that had the dolphin way back then. Wait, what? Why are we going married to this little girl? I don't understand. Did I miss something? I don't remember why she says that. Oh, does that cutscene always play no matter what? You can't get past her, which kind of sucks. Yeah, 10 gil to use an elevator, why not? CG lag. Ooh, look at this lag. Excuse me. I love how, like, we're in a Shinra base and they're just letting us walk around. Like, yeah, whatever, bro. Oh. But doesn't it feel like we're missing something? What are we missing? No, I think it's actually up here that I gotta go. What would I be missing? Aren't I supposed to be here on purpose? Why would I get that random cutscene? Alright, I can now freely explore this area. Oh, I think I went the wrong way, actually. Whoops. I'm not supposed to be here. Well, let's take a look around here. Because it's now available to us for some reason. I don't really think there's anything hidden in here. It's kind of random that they let you back in here. Oh, that door's locked, huh? Yeah, so this is kind of a waste of time. Just lets you re-explore this area, I guess, for whatever reason. Serves no purpose, basically. And then over here is where Tifa was caught. But again, there's no reason to be in here. Alright, so that was a waste of time then. Can't even interact with that button. Oh, there are enemies in here. Wow, okay, Kate Sith. Critting like that. Hey. Oh wow, Cloud and Yuffie are tied for the highest level. I guess that's how much time has passed since I had Cloud on my team. Alright, going back downstairs. Okay. Supposed to be going in here, I'm pretty sure. This is where I can go for that submarine. At least I'm pretty sure it's this way. Okay. Sure. Don't fight me, I guess. Hey guys, mind if I use the elevator with y'all? Whoa, don't even think about that. What if we both survive somehow? And it's like, whoa, man. Damn, everyone's critting today. Damn! Alright, so since they died, does that mean the three of us get to take her out? Hey, restore went up. Damn. Ooh, and something else went up apparently. Thank you, lady. Great, there went two perfectly good men. They were perfectly good? Okay, back to work, back to work. Yawn, I'm sleepy. For Juno. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, we got Cloud Slimmer Break, but I want to hold off on that, just in case of anything. There we go. Even though we need to use it like 1 or 2 more times probably for the next Limit Break. But I still need to do the thing that the dog won't let me through. Alright, so I guess we're just forced to go this way then. Because a dog is blocking me. Imagine being blocked by a dog. What the hell is this thing? Leave at once. Oh, we'll just use Meteor Rain and hope for the best. Okay, and it's gone. It's a good thing we held on to Meteor Rain. Ah, save. So now there's gonna be another like minigame of sorts. If we complete this one, I believe we get Bahamut Zero for free. Because I believe around this point is where we get Bahamut Zero, the second strongest ultimate. The the second strongest summon after, and then we just have to start working the chocobos to get that special chocobo so we could get Knights of the Round being the strongest summon. But that's gonna take a while. I might do a special stream, or maybe I'll do that off. Ooh, oh, I forgot about this. That's actually really cool. Ooh, okay, never mind. There's a battle. Oh, but you can still kind of see it. Oh, look, we find a manta ray somehow. We're somehow fighting a manta ray that's, you know, supposed to be outside of the hallway thing, whatever it's called. But I like this idea. This is something I've always wanted to go to. I think there's supposedly something like this in Arizona, I want to say. Is it Arizona? I can't remember, but I think there's somewhere, one kind of around the Arizona, Florida area that I really want to try making a trip to one of these days, to actually walk around something like this. Because this looks amazing. Oh, look at this ghost ship. Oh, I hope this is a boss fight. In the remake. St. Elmo's Spire. You missed. Wow, look at that crit. Going 9. Oh. What are you doing to Kate? Did you just yeet him? You yeeted Kate Sith away, you monster. That dude just yeeted Kate Sith. It was like, no, you're out of here, buddy, and just yanked him out of here. Okay. Okay, Sith didn't get anything because of that. What the hell? That dude was like, nah, get out of here, man. Ooh. Listen to that music. If that's even music. Press the button. And we're going even more underwater. And we're in another reactor. Look, a submarine. And look, a red submarine. But no yellow submarine like the Beatles wanted. Oh wow, we scanned these guys? Damn, Cloud. Wow, that was not enough to kill. Okay, that was enough to kill. Dude! Why is everyone critting oil? Wait, what? Well, I don't understand that... What? All in common went up, nice. I don't understand how that oil ability worked. Another save. What's up, dude? You're Cloud. Yes, I am Cloud. Thanks for noticing. That was an easy fight. Yeah, high potion. You're not getting this huge materia. Bum, 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 bum. Wow, you actually got to go before me. That's crazy. And dead. You know, technically, Shinra Beta. What is that? Shinra Beta. Oh, it's armor. It's garbage. Wait, did these enemies seriously have the same? That seems like an item that should have dropped for me a long time ago. So you are after the huge material? Well, yeah. What? Why else would I be over here? Oh, you guys look different at least. You're even weaker than the other guys. 3 turns in a row. And wait, I one-shotted both of them, and these guys are supposed to be like the ones guarding the main entrance, it seems. I don't understand. Oh, the huge materia. Hey, a crane game. Thanks, Yuffie. That to be the most insightful comment you've ever made. What the hell happened to Kate Sid there? Oh, it's the Turks. There's the huge materia. Let's go inside that red submarine. Hey Reno. What are you doing? Help load? What do you mean help load? Loud. I'm sure you want me to do manual labor. Either give it to us or else. Which is it gonna be? Unfortunately, I don't have time to deal with you. But that giant machine does. Our priority is the huge materia. And we have a boss fight. Kinda wish I kept Meteor Rain. Ouch. That really hurt a lot. Oh, don't tell me you're targeting Cloud again. Oh, okay, Cloud got to live that time. Oh my god. Can't do anything, so just gonna have to wait for this animation. This long ass animation for Neo Bahamut. And just wait until we get Bahamut 0. It's even longer. 4,500, not bad. Okay, so after we cast Regen, we then cast Barrier. Aw, man, I thought Kate Sith was gonna get it in time. Oh wait, I forgot I could summon the normal Bahamut still. Or even Phoenix also. Phoenix should be good here too for decent damage. Now the nice thing about all the summons is they always hit everyone, so you don't have to worry about targeting the proper thing. Okay, barrier. Oh, what the hell? Wait now, because Phoenix is going to torch up, it's going to fire up everything. Oh, you can't even see Phoenix completely. It's kind of lame. Oh, I didn't do a lot of damage. But it killed something. Oh, okay. It killed both arms. Bahamut for the last one. That was a nice crit. Oh, I have Leviathan left, that's right. Let's see how Bahamut compares to Neo Bahamut. Neo Bahamut did like 4,400, 4,500. Let's see what normal Bahamut does. Should be doing a little bit less damage since he's the base Bahamut. Yeah, 3,500, which still isn't too bad. That's still a lot of damage. Okay, I'd much rather use Cure, just in case it's going to use that laser spell rather than Kate Sid's limit break. I don't know why, even though it's a PS1 sound effect, I still... Oh, okay, we defeated it. I still like the way Leviathan sounds. And we have 2 limit breaks just in case we encounter anything I don't happen to like. Oh, we're now level 50. God's Hand. I think... Who's God's Hand for? I want to say that should be for Tifa, because hand, God's Hand, so Tifa uses fisticuffs. A huge Materia. Is there anything over here? Yep, there's a chest. Let's grab that. Battle Trumpet. Oh, that's a new item for Katsu. Oh, but there's no growth whatsoever. It's a huge attack boost. Nah, it's not worth it. Because I want my Materia to be leveling up so I can get better and better skills. Look at the guards. They look all stuck on each other. Which they really are. Scimitar. Who's the scimitar for? Leviathan scales. Leviathan scales. What's that? Why is that a key item? Scales with the power of water. Look at these guards. They don't know what to do, it seems. Huge. Yeah, here comes Gauntlet. Okay, that was easy. They're not taking over. They're still spinning around. Let's see what... Oh, Hades. Oh, hell. I forgot Hades is a summon. Where is Hades? Why haven't I found him yet? Maybe he's a little bit later. But it's so funny that Kate Sid gets free summons just by using his ultimate, just by using his limit break. Oh, dude, look at Hades. Oh my god, I wonder how... He's gonna look so awesome when they bring him back in the remake, if they bring him back. Yeah, not only does he do damage, he also inflicts a ton of status effects. Because there you saw Frog, Confusion, and Sleep at least. Another Shinra beta, wow. I wonder if Hades is a hidden one that we have to find or something. Oh, sir, maybe we shouldn't piss them off. That sounds like the smartest guard possible. I gotta heal everyone because everyone's taking so much damage. So Kate Sith, I guess, is like my tanky magic user in a way. Oh, okay, cool. Ooh, Kate Sith got to level up. Nice. Okay, save here. I want to use a tent. Nah, I don't think I need to use a tent. I think we're fine here. We can't use that. Oh no, this is terrible. I don't want to die. There's still so much more I've got to do. I've never got to do my special victory dance in battle. Then make this your first victory. Go on, show them. Yes, sir. Remember your last training. Begin. Yes, sir. This is hilarious. I hope they bring these guys back. Take them. Take them prisoner. I'd rather these guys live. I don't need to fight them. The lack of space shaking the roar of the engine. I can't fit in the seat. No good. Hey, it's moving. I do feel a little better driving. No sweat, just leave everything to me. Read the manual, please. Because I don't remember. Descend, left, right, ascend. Y. Speed up, fire, speed down. Okay, we got 10 minutes to sink the red ship. Alright, so let's try this. Oh, okay, so it gives me this switch. Yeah, the switch we're playing on without. Oh god. Oh my god, this is so bad. Oh, that was quick. Oh my god, it's Aqua from Star Fox 64. Is there really a mission like this in Star Fox? God, that felt so weird trying to do this. Receive Shinra sub. Oh, that's right. So now we have control. So now we have all of the transportation in this game. So now we basically can go wherever we feel like. report number 2. Me to respond. Alright, I'll do it. This is Shinra number 2. Everything's normal. Roger. The next mission is return to Junon Dock. That is all. Over and out. Alright, my ears. Let me out. I hate this. Oh, okay. Yep, there was a water planet, my favorite music in the game, but pretty annoying though because it's completely dark and you have to firebomb and use the life in you. Wow, that sounds really bad. Was definitely not expecting something like that. How to drive. A to get on and off, move forward, B to get off or submerge / flow. So, there's supposed to be, we can get the huge materia somewhere around here, and then there's also an underwater plane somewhere that we have to go get. Oh look, there's emerald weapon. So this is the one of the 2 final bosses that you fight. Guy's tough as nails. We're not going to be fighting him anytime soon. So, if I'm not mistaken, he actually roams around. So, we have to be careful not to run into him. He's kind of a trap, leading you into thinking, oh, there's an enemy down here. I should just run into him. No, don't do that, because he destroys you. You have a 20-minute timer, if I'm not mistaken, to also defeat him, because you're outside of the sub, so you're actually underwater. There's the underwater Mako reactor, but we don't want that. There's supposed to be an underwater ship somewhere. I just don't remember where it is. As long as we don't run into emerald weapon by accident, we should be fine. Just exploring. Nothing here. Oh wait. There is something. What is that? Key to Ancients. What is this? I don't think I've ever discovered this item. Key to Ancients. I don't remember what this item does. Either this is my first time ever discovering this, or I just don't remember what that item is. Now, unfortunately, the sub is a little slow, so it's gonna take a while for us to actually do anything meaningful. I have to look up what that Key of the Ancient is, because I honestly don't remember what that item is. Actually, that might have to do something with the Forgotten City. Because there was a button we kept pressing from time to time, and it was just like, oh, no good, I can't do anything here, so maybe it's related to that. Why am I over here? Oops. I assume there's a reason I can get here. Okay, I don't see... Wait, can I? No, that's why you can't open the menu. Never mind. I'm wasting time. Okay, so now we gotta do something else. I just don't remember what that something else is. So if we can see, if we can already see, oh, you can only, that's right, you can, the submarine only travels in the real dark blue water. It won't travel anywhere else. And it goes pretty slow, regardless. I gotta look up where that underwater, where the sunken ship is again, because I clearly don't remember. So I'm wondering, if Emerald Weapon is already available, is Ruby Weapon already available too? I have to go take a look. So that should also mean the other weapons are available as well then, if that's the case. Because, like I said, we can already see Emerald. So what's stopping me from seeing the other ones? Unless they're all unless the other two are story-based. But Emerald, Ruby Weapon should appear over here at the Gold Saucer. No, Ruby Weapon's not here yet. Ruby Weapon would be, spawns in the desert and he sticks out like a sore thumb. Heal up real quick, because we're low on, yeah. So Emerald Weapon, I might try fighting him legitly, because I think I have done it once where I fought him legitly. The only person I just can't fight legitly would be Ruby Weapon. That one I'm going to have to cheese, but I think Emerald Weapon, once we're high enough level and get some better weapons and stuff, we'll definitely fight him. But not right now, of course. We're a little too low for that. Okay, so we're supposed to go back to Sid's Rocket Town. Now he's level 9. Oh, I did already say that. I don't remember now. Okay, so Sid's town is back around this way. There it is. Okay, that was weird. I could not get back inside town for some reason. So, if I'm not mistaken, the second time we come here, someone gives us Sid's final limit break. So, just gotta go around town looking for whoever that person is. Oh, I missed an item here. 4th bracelet. Let me guess, it's garbage compared to what I got now. No, actually, it's a little bit better. But we'll be missing a slot. But we can give it to... Wow, darn. Oh no, it's definitely better for Kate Sit then. Oh wait, you get 1 extra materia now. Interesting. Do you have a fire move already? Oh, no, you only have lightning. So I'll give you... No, wait. Yeah, you only have lightning and earth, so I'll give you fire also then. Was that item always there and I never got it? Or did they just put it in when you come in the second time? I'm in here. Oh, alright. Nice story. I'm guessing it's not in here. Well, they're trying to fix the rocket ship, it seems. No, no one in here either? Wow. I'm surprised. Do you give it to me? Is my rocket alright? That's your rocket? Or maybe I don't get it yet. Maybe I have to wait. Oh, another chest. Card source. Did I really miss out these items the first time I came here? Or did they just spawn now? Okay. Power source. Okay, either it's a little too early, or maybe... I'm not sure. But I read that you're supposed to get... locked. Yeah, you're supposed to get Sid's final limit break in here. Ultimate... Wait, I already forgot actually. I gotta look it up again to see. Those terrorists are here. Okay, so it's not his limit break actually. So it's actually his ultimate weapon that's supposed to be here. Oh, we have Cloud's limit break already. Well, we're gonna try and keep it though, so I don't want to be using it. Sid, all you have to do is talk to the old man when you return. This can be done anytime after you have gone up into space. Oh, I see. Okay, so I gotta finish this next bit, and then we can get Sid's ultimate weapon. Oh, well, this is gonna be a waste of limit break, but that's fine because we actually still need to get Cloud's third limit break, so I don't mind too much actually. Oh wow, he didn't die. Or did all my attacks just not hit him for some reason? Finishing touch. Hey. Okay, so still weaken the raise, right? Wait, what are we talking about? I missed it. Now take me with you. Oh, we gotta bring Sid now. I have to bring Kate Sid just because he's more supportive. Oh, Materia. Yeah, it feels a little weak, but now we have Cloud's second meet with level 3. Blows away all opponents. That doesn't sound very great. So now we just need to try and get level 4, but we have to go back to the gold saucer for that, so we'll have to make a trip there to and see what we can do. Oh, scimitar is his. Oh, but you can only equip 2 things. That's not cool. Well, that's fine because I'm not. I mean, I'm gonna be getting rid of you kind of soonish, I guess. So I'm just gonna give you like a few. Should I even give you anything? I'll just give you poison, awe, sense, death blow. I'll give you an enemy skill, I guess. Who's my either Odin or Shiva is my next strongest. I think it's Odin. Yeah, I think Odin is my strongest summon. I'll just give you that. Let's go. Oh, and here's Rude. Ooh, again. We will eliminate everyone who gets in Shinn's way. Kinda wish I brought Tifa because Rude does not target Tifa whatsoever in this game. Which is kinda funny. Yeah, keep targeting Cloud, see if he cares. He has a ribbon on. Oh, well, you targeted Sid, that's not fair. Well, since we're fighting a kind of a boss, I'm gonna set a haste. Grand Spark, oh boy. Oh, it did like almost no damage. Grand Spark again. And another one. Wow, you do it on everyone? Alright, my dude. So the regen. Bolt too, wow. And not enough damage. Oh, you cast your own cure? Okay. Oh, okay. We got him. We got him, boys. Damn, 4,000 experience, not bad. Oh, they got us. What an interesting thing to say. Too bad those guys are over there. Oh man, this works being done in like that? But I won't let you through. You're just one person. What are you gonna do as one person? You got 3 sharded. I don't understand. Like, oh, I'm not gonna let you through. You do realize you're outnumbered, right? Let's go. What are you talking about? We're gonna load a Materia bomb in this and blow up Materia. Our rocket's gonna save the planet. Man, this is so cool. Wait a minute. Just shut the hell up. Oh no. Most important device is broken. Shiro's doing it. Oh great, what a bunch of wizards you guys are. She's gonna take 100 years. I'll take over. So don't worry about the autopilot. Alright, Captain. So, just in case you don't remember, Sid's dream was always to go into outer space, so he's using this sort of as an opportunity to go into space, it seems. I understand the materia is precious. But listen, I gotta go space. I don't give a rat's ass whether it's science or magical power. If I had to choose, I'd rather put my money on the power of science. But now they can fly. And finally, we're about to go to outer space. Science is a power created and developed by humans. I was able to earn my living thanks to science, so to me, there's nothing greater. Now quit your worrying about what Shinra's gonna do. I don't want to regret not having done something later. But Sid, shut the hell up. I don't want to hear it. Anyone waiting above, get the hell outside. What? Hey. Oh, it's Palmer again. They said they finished repairing the other pilot, so I launched it. Hey, almost left off. Hey, blast off. Here comes the CG. Whoa, look at everything being blown away. So this is the real last piece of huge materia, if I'm not mistaken. Once we get this one, then then I believe we get Bahamut Zero, because yeah, this one makes sense that we get Bahamut Zero here because we're going to outer space and Bahamut Zero is a Bahamut that's in outer space. Kind of imagine like a Rayquaza who lives in the ozone, I guess. I finally made it. Outer space. How's the course set? Yep, it's headed for a collision with Meteor. What shall we do? What shall we do? I'm a toy, so I don't care. But for all of you, it's a different story. That damn Palmer. Is this the end? The hell are you saying? You're still young. Don't give up so easily. Just watch. Sid's got this. We'll bail right before we crash into Meteor. If you want the materia, do whatever you want. Should be there after you climb that ladder. Sure? I don't know. I know what I said a minute ago. But maybe all that I really wanted was just to go out into outer space. Why don't you all do whatever you think is right? Oh, we gotta take the huge materia with us. Hey, Cloud. Going to get that materia. It's this way. Oh, I didn't even notice there was an entrance there. I was so lost. I was like, what? I finally found the huge materia. Oops. I'm looking this up. I'm sorry. because I don't want to miss this. BXAA, it seems. There we go. Was not expecting that. More like the internet saved today. Yeah. And then just to see Bahamut Zero. How do we get Bahamut Zero again? Oh, he's found in the Cosmo Canyon. Oh, okay. So I have to go back to Cosmo Canyon to get Bahamut Zero. We'll do that after this then. Because I definitely want to get Bahamut Zero. Oh. My leg's stuck in the debris. Sid. I don't understand how that happened when only Cloud is the one walking there. It won't budge. Don't worry about me. Hurry up and go. If you don't hurry, the rocket's gonna crash. I can't go without my friends. Spoken like a true hero. Excuse me. I'm gonna do whatever I can. You're stupid. You're really stupid. Really was malfunctioning. See, said, if only you had listened to Shara. This is the end for me. Don't say that, Sid. I tagged along. You stupid. Sorry. And with the help of a woman, they were able to lift up that heavy piece of metal. Does this pod really fly? It'll be okay. I checked it. Then I'm relieved. Thanks. CG in outer space. Look at the stars all around us. And that's it. So this is outer space. And it's the real thing. I'm really here in outer space. Gate set is just so awkward here. So long, Shinra number 26. Look, more CG. Okay, I was about to say, shouldn't like that escape pod be a burning ball of fire by now? Oh, look, Shinra. Or Midgard, rather. I don't know why I said Shinra. Oh. That's actually where we need to go, where... This place right there. That's where we need to go to get Bahamut Zero. Is it gone? Did we defeat Meteor? It's Godzilla! No, wait. Hey, Meteor kind of broke off a little bit, but it's still there. But it's got like electromagnetism or something. I'm not even sure what it's doing, to be honest. Oh no. It didn't work. We're all doomed. And everyone lost some more hope there. Rufus and the others' plans was a failure. What a bust. We've been bothering them as much as we can, but there ain't no other way. Makes you worry, doesn't it? Don't worry. Think. Gotta put our thinking caps on. You're pretty damn optimistic. You up to something? I've been thinking too about the universe, planet, ocean, how wide and big. No matter where I go and what I do, it won't change a thing. Maybe you're right. I came up with something different. I always thought this planet was so huge. I mean, it kinda is. But looking at it from space, I realize it's so small. We're just floating in the dark. Kinda makes you feel powerless. On top of that, it's got Sephiroth festering inside it like a sickness. That's why I say this planet's still a kid. A little kid sick and trembling in the middle of this huge universe. Someone's gotta protect it. You follow me? That someone is us. Sid, that's beautiful. Yo, Sid, you even got to me. Now what? How are we gonna protect the planet from meteor? That's a good question. Still thinking about that. Oh, great. Huh? Anaki, what's up? Did you hear something? Oh. There's a planet screen. There's a meteor. Did you forget? Hagen told us. Hagen. Let's go see Grandfather to Cosmo Canyon. Hey, look how convenient. I was already planning there on going to see, to get Bahamut Zero. Unequip all the materia again. You know, it's kind of pointless bringing Sid with you during that last moment because it's like you only use them for like maybe 2 fights and then that was it. You never really used them, so I was like, why was he forced during that moment? I mean, I understand it's meant for him personally because like, oh, you know, I want to go into space and stuff, so it makes sense, but it's like, you only do like 2 fights with him, so it's like, kind of pointless. I know it's all for Wutai, but I can't take much more of this. Quit your yapping, Yuffie. Alright, pilot. Oh wait, Nanaki, what do you have to say? Hurry, hurry. We must go to meet Grandfather. Yeah, he's level 10 now. Should be... Oh wait. We could come... I forgot. We want to get Sid's ultimate weapon. I think it's this guy over here. Oh, never mind. Is it him? I can go back to my boring old life. Wow. That's one way to look at it, I guess. Who's supposed to give you Sid's weapon? It just says it's an old man in here. Oh, maybe it's the guy in here? No? Says it's supposed to be after the rocket ship thing. Unless they're waiting at the rocket. No, you can't even go there anymore. Oh, you have to talk with him 3 times. I wish he actually said that. Instead of just saying, "Oh yeah, talk to someone," and he'll give it to you. There you go, fitness capsule. Well, we now have Sid's ultimate weapon, so we have the first we already have the we have now the first ultimate weapon. So, the ultimate weapons in this game act kind of weird. There we go. Oh, but they don't have any growth whatsoever. Wow. Oh, that's fine. We're not really going to be using him. But, so every ultimate weapon acts a little different. Oops. So for the example of this one, Sid and Nanaki have the same thing, where basically every time, not every time, the closer your current mana is to your maximum mana, the more damage you do, so... Oh, it looks like we should be able to access the sunken ship already. Let me see if I can go do that instead. It's supposed to be over here, it says. Yeah, so the closer Nanaki and Sid's current mana is to their max mana, the more damage their weapon will do. So that's the way their weapons work. Some of the other characters work a little bit different. Aerith was something like the more dead teammates you have, the more damage you'll do, but Aerith attacking is honestly, you know, that's never gonna happen. Oh, I can't make the map bigger. But it should be around. Oh, there it is. Here's the sunken ship. So it says there's supposed to be some tough enemies here, but I'm pretty sure we could handle it pretty easily. Oh, and there's a safe spot here, so just in case the enemies are a little too tough, we're right here at least to the exit. So here we're gonna find both Sid's Heaven's Cloud. Which one's that one? So here we're gonna find both Yuffie's ultimate weapon and Sid's final. I already forgot what it's called. Final limit break. Heaven's Cloud. Okay, so these things are not attached. I don't have anything that's attached anyways. Okay, good. But we do not have a new weapon now. Oh, the Turks are here again. But was attacked by weapon. Guess this our last meeting. Ouch. That really hurt a lot. Toy Soldier. Okay, we got this one again. That's gonna be pretty tough because they're hitting actually really hard. I probably should come here later. Yeah, I mean, this guy did warn me that I was going to be fighting some tough enemies. These guys are pretty tough. Okay, Reno's out at least already. I just gotta worry about Rude. Oh, doesn't seem like he wants to attack me. Wow, man. I'm having so many turns in a row. This is crazy. Okay, and he's gone. Wow, that beginning was really rough on me. After that, they just kind of fell apart. Counter attack went up. Got a oh, I got levels on everyone. Nice. I got an elixir from that. I got elixir. Oh, oops. I should go save first. Because I don't. Oh, what the hell is this thing? It's pretty nasty looking, if you ask me. Creepy touch. Oh, that gives me sadness. I think that means something like I take less damage, but my limit break goes up slower. Oh, and that's an automatic counter attack. Slap? What? That slap did 3,000 damage? Oops. Toy box. Oh. Wow. Oh lord, Yuffie, get out there, please. Yuffie, get out, get out, get out, get out! No! Oh my god, Yuffie, get out, please. Yuffie, 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 run, 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 run. Yuffie, please get out. No! Damn! Oh, I have to fight Rufus and Rude again, but these enemies are insanely tough, so I don't think I'm gonna be continuing this. Oh my god. Can I go? What happens if I go through here? I see a materia down there. I'm not gonna risk it. Alright. This place is too crazy for me, it seems already. Probably should have taken that hint from Rufus and Rude. Honestly. Which reminds me, I can't open my inventory here. Endgame enemies. Yeah, they kind of are, because like I said, they're here with Emerald Weapon. Oh look, we can actually see Emerald Weapon right there, who roams. So you just he doesn't really roam. He just hangs out around this area. So you just have to be careful not to bump into him by accident. But yeah, he is kind of endgame-ish. Not endgame-ish. Those enemies are kind of endgame-ish. So yeah, just have to be real careful with them because they give like that dungeon give 2 of the best items in the game. So I need to find out what Leviathan Scale does, and what was this other item I got? Key to Ancients. I want to look up these things again, because I don't remember what they do. Leviathan Scales. The item is used in the cave on the Dao Chao statue. Okay, so I have to go back to Wu Tai, and then Key to the Ancients. What does this do? Visit the item store. You'll discover a passage. Blah blah blah. Oh, okay, so it's meant to continue the story, it looks like, so that's, you have to get that item, it looks like. But the Leviathan Scales is meant for something in Wu Tai, so let's go to Wu Tai. Let's go back to Wu Tai real quick. And there we'll be getting an extra item for Yuffie as well, so. But that Key to the Ancients, that's like an obligated item you have to get, so I guess I just don't remember the item for some reason. But yeah, that sunken ship, it's meant for like endgame enemies. I think you're supposed to go there like when you're around level 60-ish, 65-ish maybe, just to be able to fight them properly, because there you get Cid's, like I've mentioned before, Cid's final limit break and Yuffie's ultimate weapon. But I guess they're just that strong that even though you technically get wait, I think I went the wrong way. Says there's supposed to be a statue around here that gives you stuff. Maybe I went the wrong way after all. Oh, all ultimate weapons do not provide any material growth, so that really sucks. Okay. Ah, but there is a materia here called Double Cut, so... Okay, Double Cut is one of the best materials in the game because basically that allows you to attack multiple times. Oh, wait. Oh, that room we entered has the... Nah, but that's no point. I'm not going to bother going for it because I might go against those other enemies, like I said. Oh, and the Hades materia is in there. Okay. So yeah, some of the best items and materia are in that place. So that's definitely why a lot of these stuff are way too high. But let me see. Okay, so Yuffie's ultimate weapon, the higher level the enemy is, the more damage it does, and it doesn't get affected by damage reduction materia. So any materia that normally reduces damage won't affect her attack. So that's actually a really strong item for her. Oh, it's meant for the cave. Okay. So let's go to the cave real quick. So these enemies should still be low. They shouldn't be like killing me like the ones in that sunken ship. Excuse me. We're approaching 3 hours. Let me see if I can finish this part and then get Bahamut 0, and then I'll probably call it. But it says I should be able to use those Leviathan scales over here. Yep. I don't know if I ever used the item like this before. Oh, that's the new weapon for Yuffie. Look at all that damage. That's a huge boost. And we'll give her back poison and then... I don't know, death blow? Do we already have a death blow? No, we don't. Steel as well, Materia. What is that? Steel simultaneously when paired Materia is used. Interesting. Okay. Oh, we have Comet too. I got to see what that looks like. Well, that's apparently all the Leviathan Scales does, so... It's a key item for just a weapon and a materia. Oh, Comet hits everyone. Wait. Does Yuffie not have a ribbon? Did I not give Yuffie ribbon? Who has my second ribbon? Why was she... Wait, she has ribbon. Why was she stopped? Is that a glitch? Ribbon's supposed to stop all negative effects, yet she... What? That doesn't make any sense. Alright. Let's just go to Cosmo Canyon and then we're just gonna pick up Bahamut Zero. We're not gonna continue the story because, like I said, it's already approaching 3 hours and I gotta get to bed soon, so... land here, I believe. This will probably be the closest way to get there. Whoa. I hate when the camera does that. Still want to see what Comet looks like. Whoa, I don't remember seeing that bird. Well, guess we'll use Comet on that big bird. Unless Cloud counts us? No, okay, good. I want to see what Comet 2 looks like. Oh, it hits multiple times. Oh, that's really nice. No one wants to see the meteor like that. Alright, so since we have both Bahamut and Neo Bahamut, Bahamut Zero should be available to us automatically. Normally, if you didn't have both of them, you would have to go through some more complications in order to obtain them. But luckily we already did all that, so no need to worry. Oh, I guess I have to talk to you regardless. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, that's why we came. Something buried, or something forgotten. Remember it. Whatever that is, must certainly be what you're all looking for. Look harder. Let the others do it. Wow, Yuffie, calm down. Ring, ring, ring. Hello. Does Nanaki have a phone? How would he use the phone? He's a dog. How would Nanaki use the phone? Oh, the whole team's here. Nah, can't come up with a thing. Me either. I don't get any of this. Yeah, I forgot. That's not it. How would you say Earth was right there all along? Right by our side. She was so close we couldn't see her. The words she left behind. That reminds me. I was the same. As was I. Me too. We ain't no ancients, if that's what you mean. That's it. What's it? We don't know about it. What did Aerith know? Why did she face Sephiroth without running away? Perhaps you have to take me there. Yeah. What's so surprising about that? Even I like to get out from time to time and see the outside world. Must be the planet. The planet's calling you. Yeah, oh boy. The planet's calling, alright. Damn, Sid. Watch carefully now. You just pull here. And up we go. CG. that? Bahamut? Bahamut. Neo Bahamut. Material glows brightly. Receive Bahamut 0. Okay. Go back down. So, what you're supposed to do now is something like, it's kind of weird. I don't understand it, actually. I need to look up the guide again. Bye for now. Floats away. Like, why even be on a ship if you could just fly like that? Alright, so I don't think I need the lug one too much. I'm gonna put Bahamut 0 onto Cloud. And we're gonna do one test run with it, and then that'll be it. For sure. I'm just gonna find some random enemy, have it get one-shotted, and then, you know, whatever. And now he's level 11. Alright, let's just find a random enemy that wants to get one-shotted. There we go. Who are you? Giant jellyfish. Preemptive attack. Oh, okay, cool. Doesn't even know we're here yet. Bahamut 0. Terra Flare. All the way in outer space. Bahamut is just going to nuke you. Just because we told him to. Here he comes. Whoosh. This is Supernova Bahamut. Yeah, for real. It's a really long animation. From outer space, an orbital beam. Whoosh. 7,000 damage. And I ate him like 300 mana. I didn't even get to level. Cloud didn't even level up from that. Wow. Well, that's Bahamut 0. And that's it for the stream. We're hitting 3 hours. This is probably one of my longest streams ever. Poor thing. Yeah, for real. Didn't even know it was getting nuked from space by a giant god dragon thing. So it's just like, hey man. And the funniest part about that, it was a preemptive strike. So his back was turned to us. So he didn't even know we were there. He's literally just standing there minding his own business when a giant beam of whatever Bahamut shoots out destroyed him, and he didn't even expect it. So, wow. So anyways, that's it. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. Next time, we'll be going back to the City of the Ancients, where Aerith unfortunately died and such, so let's see how that goes from there. And then, at least I got all the huge materia. I think I always struggle with the last one, because I don't remember about the whole cold thing. But yeah. We got all 3 Bahamuts, which is what matters, and that's it. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.